What's going on, guys? One Take Wednesday, and I'm your boy Joe Farewell. And today we got a little bit of a special episode for you. It's episode 3, season 2, and I've got a Leadstar Grunt rifle. Now this comes in at I think about 900 bucks. I won this at the Area 6 Championship. I'm really excited to try it out. Seems like a pretty solid little package coming out of the box. I'm gonna take an optic and throw it on here. I literally pulled this thing out of the box. I figured why not do a One Take Wednesday on it and see what it'll do. So I've got a Vortex UH-1. This is the Gen 2, I believe. Yep, it's the Gen 2. It's got the night vision, a little bit bigger window. And we're just gonna take this thing from directly out of the box, put some rounds through it, see if we're even close to zero. I hope it is, because otherwise it's gonna turn into something a little bit interesting. But right now, just out of the box, the grip feels good. The trigger is your standard mil-spec trigger. MFT, minimalist stock, solid little rail here. And I'm curious to see how this thing runs. So we're just gonna do it from out of the box. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and shoot the Legion target out here just to see if it's on point or if it's on some sort of a reasonable zero. And if it is, then we'll go ahead and run a little drill with it in addition to just hitting that target there. So I'm gonna run a up close paper out to the plate rack, just a little visual patience drill. It's one of my favorite drills to run with rifle, and we'll see how she does just playing out of the box. So first rounds through this gun, UH-1, gonna put it on the Legion, and like you guys probably know by this time, it's no cuts, no edits, and these are the first rounds of the day. I literally just got out to the range, pull this thing out, and set the camera up, and we'll see what we can do. All right, so first ones, we're gonna take 2 shots on the Legion and just see if this thing is hitting on point. All right, stand by. All right, so it's definitely shooting way off to the right, way off to the right. So taking that into account, let me do one more shot or 2 more shots real quick on the Legion and just see how far I have to hold off to the left to get those hits. Stand by. So it is shooting about 14 inches to the right. So those last 2 shots were right on the right edge of the plate, and I was holding off the left edge. So knowing that, coming into it, I can kind of do a little Kentucky windage here and see if we can get some effective rounds on target, run a little drill. So we're gonna do, we'll do 2 on the wide open target, 1 on the plate rack, and then 2 on the partial hardcover target. All right, let's give that a shot. Stand by. So it took me a couple of shots to get that plate. I had to aim lower than I thought because the first 2 went over top. So it's shooting probably about 6 inches high and 14 inches off to the right. So taking that into account, let's try to do that now. I did notice on one of those, the trigger kind of stuck. It didn't want to go reset fully. So I think it was the second shot on the plate rack. But let's give that another shot and see what we can do. I do have 2 alphas there, and I think we should have 2 alphas there. Overall, the rifle shoots pretty well for being right out of the box, but let's try it again. Stand by. All right, I was a little bit surprised when I hit that plate, so I didn't have a good transition off of there. Let's do that one more time and see if I can clean up that transition a little bit. We are getting 16 splits, which isn't bad for a mil-spec trigger. I'm pretty happy with that. The rifle itself is shooting nice and flat. It does come with a compensator directly out of the package, so we'll do a little testing with that later on. Stand by. All right, so that was a little bit better. Overall, that was a 288 run. A little hesitation on the first shot, but overall, not too bad. I'm gonna put a couple more rounds through this thing, just see how the compensator works, how it all balances out. Pushing it down a little bit, but that also could be me. Overall, pretty happy with it, and you know, as far as a price point, can't really beat it. Definitely curious to see how it lasts, how it does with a bunch of rounds through it. Once we get a fresh trigger in there, we'll test it out and see what it does for accuracy as well. So if you guys enjoyed that, let me know. I'm gonna do another one here soon on the Stag Arms 3-gun rifle. That's gonna be a little bit longer format where we're gonna set it up and do some testing. But be sure to check that out. It's gonna be going up on my YouTube. And otherwise, let me know what you want to see next week, and I'll see y'all on the range.